Welcome to A to Z Decodes, local breakdowns of these Arizona stories. This is a decoding channel. I'm out here in Mesa. I'm curious where y'all at out there, right? So and bot comments are accepted, but we have this super regional. The Arizona Wildcats drop game 1 of the super regional to the North Carolina Tar Heels here in college baseball. Now, what is the Super Regional? Let me tell you. Okay, this may be confusing. It's still confusing to me, but let me read this. So, this creates the matchups for the second round of competition, the Super Regionals, which are a best of 3 series between the winners of each paired regional. The super regionals are typically hosted by the higher national seed in the regional pairing. I guess that would be North Carolina here. The 16 winners of the regionals move on. I guess this is just they're saying it in a different way here. The 16 winners of the regionals move on to the super regionals, where they are split into 8 pairings. These pairings play in a best of 3 series. The 8 winners of the super regionals head to the MCWS, with I guess that means maybe Major College World Series. That's in Omaha. They are split into 2 double elimination brackets consisting of 4 teams each. Now I have this bracket here. So I'm guessing it said that this is best out of 3. So Arizona getting smoked in this game 1, not good, right? Not good at all. And you see this kind of bracket that they have set up here with I guess some of these teams that are remaining. I don't know what the odds are of U of A coming back now to win. Probably not good. Probably not good at all. But I'm going to show you some interesting connections that I just came up with here rather quickly. We can look at some of these highlights here. Oh, and look, it looks like game 2. So it looks like we're just going 3 days in a row. It looks like game 2 will be Saturday. It's Saturday right now as I record. Oh, and this is going to be early right there. You see that right there? So that's going to be early. Maybe it's already underway. It might, right? Is that 9 a.m. like North Carolina time? So I'm guessing that might be underway possibly right now. Okay. And then it looks like, so if North Carolina wins today, that's it for the Wildcats, huh? So a must win situation. So let's look at some of these highlights, just so we can get a little bit of a look here. And they got smoked 18-2 in this game. Did the Wildcats. They got destroyed. I mean, it was 5-0, or excuse me, 5-1 after 1 inning. It may just buffer. I mean, it may not play. This is probably going to be a home run here. But yeah, it looks like it might not play. Oh, let's see if we can play this one down here below.
Offense to chip away.
Ugh, and you hear the ping of the metal bat.
This is headed towards the gap in left center field.
That's interesting how you see that 66 on the wall right there, because this game was on 6-6. Isn't that awesome? Look, you see the date right there even. Oh, I thought that was a home run. I guess not.
A beat on it and making the
Ooh,
dive.
nice play. Nice play by, man, I thought that was going to be some trouble for the Wildcats there. Look at that dive.
Center field. A beat on it and making the dive is Aaron Walton. He gets to this.
His name's Aaron Walton, and he airs it out there for the catch. Okay, so on a positive note, right?
The feed. Wow.
So it's not all negative. What's this right here? Let's see this. They're going to have the music, which I probably can't play. All right, so anyways, I don't know why it won't. It just keeps buffering. That looks like it's going to be a home run there. But let's just kind of get into the breakdown. What's this?
And what's the key this year? Well, it's in the hands of TJ Adams. Ever since they had a slump, we talked about that 8-game winning streak.
All right, so we're good. Let's go over here now. Shout out to y'all for being patient with me too, okay? But I mean, what are you doing on your Saturday? Right? You're just kind of scrolling probably as I am. All right. And it says the number 21 Wildcats dropped their opening game of the Chapel Hill Super Regional 18-2 to number 1 North Carolina. So I mean, North Carolina obviously the better team here. Look at this. It says right here, look at Arizona's record. And it's right in the article. Look, 42 wins. Look at how Arizona equals 42 with the language right there. And I show this pretty much every video you see on this channel. A to Z decodes, right? Arizona, you're going to see that 42 and it hits one more time as Arizona's got 42 wins. I don't know if the wins and losses change in this kind of like playoff or whatever this is called, the super regional, or if that's just like for the season and it stays that way. But either way, you see how it shows they have 42 wins and Arizona equals 42. Even this pitcher who pitched against them in this game for the Tar Heels has the 42 on the jersey. Jake Knapp, Arizona's lineup collected 8 hits off North Carolina starter Jake Knapp, the most hits allowed by the right-hander all season. And he's got that freaking 42 on his jersey to sync up with Arizona and Arizona's win total. How about that? I mean, this is all like semi on the fly, okay? I just put this together within the last hour, okay? Check this out. I mean, semi on the fly. I don't watch like college baseball. This is news to me. It doesn't matter once you learn this knowledge. You see, Arizona has 105 in the reverse cipher. This game was 105 days after Arizona's birthday. 105. Look at hold on. I got May 30th right there. What's up with that? I got May 30th. Do I have the wrong day? Oh, I think I do have the wrong day. Hold on. We may have to adjust on the fly here. Oh, okay. I have the wrong day there. So let's adjust it on the fly. Man, that would have been nice, right? So let's go over here and adjust this on the fly. I'm glad I caught that. So the game is on 6-6. Okay. So the game is on 6-6. Sometimes this calculator glitches too. So maybe it might have been that as well. All right, so let's take a look here on the fly. So this game is 112 days after the Arizona birthday. or a 113-day span. All right. So I'm just going to leave that. I'll leave that right there because look, I caught a connection even with the correction. Look, I caught a massive connection here. Okay, I'm telling you, this code hits, and it hits heavy. Not many decoders can catch a mistake and correct it. Watch this. So, this game, exactly 16 weeks after Arizona's birthday, which is Valentine's Day. Notice how it shows 16 weeks, 0 days right there, 160. Check this out. Okay, so I guess we're scratching that. But look at this right here as I go forward. I'll just look at that right there. Bam. Bam. Super regional 160 in the ABC cipher, ABC 123. Check that out. Anybody can apply that. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. This is all with the language. Super regional 160. This game, 16 weeks, 0 days after the Arizona birthday, they get smoked. And they lose by 16 runs, y'all. Oh, 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 it's magic. And look at how the 16th prime number is 53. Wildcats equals 53. You want another 160? Adonis Guzman equals 160 in that same cipher. He led the Wildcats' offensive efforts with 4 hits, including a double, 1 RBI. Look at that right there. Adonis Guzman, 160. Super Regional, 160. You like how I did that on the fly? 16 weeks, 0 days after the Arizona birthday. Look at Arizona's last birthday. Valentine's even has 16 and 61 date numerology. How about that? That was super nice. And don't forget the 16th prime number, 53. Wildcats equals 53, y'all. How about that? Now, look, this is the guy that kind of stands out with these 18 runs here for the Tar Heels. Hunter Stokely. I mean, there's a mass amount of stars in this game, but he has 1 home run and 5 RBIs. So it looks like he leads the team in RBIs on this day. He's got 45 on his jersey. Okay, I'm not sure what position he is. It's hard to find a lot of stuff on these characters cuz they're just in college. But somebody wants to do that, they can. Look at this. 45 on his jersey, and that Arizona birthday is the 45th day of the year. Check that out. Check this out. And they smoke the Wildcats. I might have said D-backs on accident at some point, but the MLB team. But man, they pick up the victory by 16 runs. And look at how that hits right there. Is that dude right there? That might be dude right there on the left featured in this picture. It does kind of look like him. Yeah, I think that is him. He's got the 45 to sync up with the 45th day of the year, Arizona's birthday. Look at these other connections between the teams. North Carolina, 148. Arizona, the 48th state. Look, opening game of the Chapel Hill Super Regional. Chapel Hill 184, Arizona equals 84. So you see how the language is undeniable here, and you get all of these numbers intertwined, you get all of this language and these letters intertwined, and look at how it all comes together. 148, 184, 84, 48 with the 48 state Arizona. Now, U of A, the Wildcats, they're out of Tucson, but some out of towners, you may think of Phoenix, Arizona when you're talking A to Z Arizona. If there's anybody else out there not in Arizona, even if you're in Arizona, you associate Phoenix, Arizona with Arizona, right? Look at Phoenix, Arizona, 175 like Arizona Wildcats, 203 like North Carolina. Check that out. It even says with over 1.6 million residents in Phoenix. Isn't that amazing? And remember, the 16 connects even in this breakdown and connects with the Arizona birthday, February 14. 2 plus 14 is 16. 61 date numerology on that birthday. Again, a 16 run victory here for the Tar Heels. 16th prime 53, Wildcats 53. Look how that lands. Amazing. Even with Tar Heels. Tar Heels, if you apply, look, that's Z is 1, A is 26. That's reverse with the alphabet we speak. Look at that. 128. And look at the score. 182. 18-2 Tar Heels over the Wildcats. And they have 17 hits to 10 hits as well, just to throw that out there. Look at Jake Knapp's record, 14-0. Again, I don't know if those records change in this super regional or if that's just like for the season. But anyways, that's kind of irrelevant right now, okay? Look at the 128, 182. It says reliever Eric Orloff for the Wildcats made his 88th career appearance on Friday, moving him into a tie for fourth in program history in games pitched. The opponent, Tar Heels, equals 88. And that's straight up in the ABC 123 cipher. One more thing. Look at how Tar equals 39 right there. T, the 20th letter, A, the first, R, the 18th in the alphabet, 26 letters. Tar's got 39 like Arizona. And look at back over here. Tar also equals 42 like Arizona. You see that? And remember, we landed the 42 with Jake Knapp's jersey number on the Tar Heels. Arizona 42. They got 42 wins. Again, we're scratching this 105. We're scratching that 105 because it must have glitched and put the wrong date. Or I could just accept responsibility. But remember, we fixed that and we corrected it. So we just got to scratch that one slide. And then just make sure that there's nothing else with that date. The Arizona birthday remains right there. Even Arizona's birthday, the 14th day of the second month, 142, you still get a 42 in there even. Amazing. In the article, it says with this 88, even 8 plus 8 is 16, y'all. With all of the 16s, 16 weeks exactly after Arizona's birthday, 16 run loss. The star for U of A 160 like 16, super regional 160 like 16. Even 8 plus 8 is 16. It said in the article, oh, the magic number in this game or whatever. Something like, they're focusing like the number's 88. And it's like, look, the Tar Heels pick up the victory Tar Heels 88, 88th career appearance for Eric Orloff. And I mentioned earlier, even Arizona's lineup collected 8 hits off of North Carolina starter Jake Knapp. Amazing, right? So you like that on the fly correction there too, which even turned out better. So is this game underway? I mean, do they update us? Oh, look, it says it's 27 minutes away. It looks like they got a countdown right there. You see that? Oh, so it's on at noon. Oh, okay, so it's on. So I guess maybe that's to the first pitch. You know what? Does North Carolina equal 67 and this game 2 is on 6-7? Woo-hoo! Look at that. On the fly, y'all. That's the straight up numerology cipher right there, reduction. See that? How this works is 1 through 9 is already reduced, okay? J's the 10th letter. 1 plus 0 is 1. K the 11th. 1 plus 1 is 2. 11 the 12th. 1 plus 2 is 3. So it's going to be all single digits, right? And S is the 19th letter. 1 plus 9 is 10. And then you just do it again to reduce it. 1 plus 0 is 1. So that's today's date right there. 6-7. And we got game 2. So look, we're like on the fly, but we're live right here. This is a video, but it's like we're live. You saw me make that correction on the fly, and you saw it land heavy. That's amazing, isn't it? So, I mean, we're going to have to see what happens. And again, there's a look at Jake Knapp. There's also a Jake Knapp on the world stage, I think a golfer right here. So that's kind of interesting as well. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty interesting also. Just putting it out there, you know. So yeah, just kind of there's that bracket again. So I may have to keep an eye on this, but I wanted to come with another breakdown, and I may start putting more breakdowns on this channel. Here's again the standout for U of A. I think he was he had 4 hits on 4 attempts. Right there, Adonis Guzman. Okay, y'all, so bada boom, bada bang. You like the thumbnail? Again, we need to scratch that one slide. I got to make sure I X that out when I save this file. So yeah, we scratched that out, but we landed exactly 16 weeks after Arizona's birthday. And again, the 16th prime 53, Wildcats 53. We get the 160 match right there, like 16. And the 16-run loss by the Wildcats. Arizona's birthday, 214. 2 plus 14 is 16. Shout out to y'all, man. You can't recapture this energy. Absolutely amazing. Again, I'm in Mesa. Where y'all at? We'll see what happens going forward here. It's not looking too good. Not looking too good for the Wildcats. There's always more, but, I'm going to leave it at that. Shout out to y'all. A to Z Decodes. Until next time.